Roll dice, be nice, and stay tuned. This is the Live to Die podcast.
Apropos of nothing, what's your favorite guest appearance, like in a TV show, like a guest star that comes on?
Show specifically?
Any show. Like what's like just an example of like when a guest star comes in, like a TV show's been ongoing, someone's just in for a few episodes, and like, oh, that was really good.
Did you ask that question? And all TV shows that I've ever watched, like, flew out of my brain.
I forgot every
I
single
know,
one.
me too.
I'll go first then.
Ed Sheeran in Game of Thrones, maybe?
All right, sure.
pretty good.
You can slam that in.
And Coldplay.
Yeah.
I really like, I think I've talked before, I'm a huge fan of Community. I love the show Community. One of my favorite like guest stars is when Walton Goggins.
Oh.
Is that the actual actor's name? I always think it sounds like his character in Justified. When Walton Goggins comes in as the person reading Pierce's will in Community. And it's fucking great. Walton Goggins, it was top of mind because I just started watching Fallout on Amazon, which is a really good show. And he plays the ghoul. But Walton Goggins was also in Justified as Crowder or something. Boyd Crowder. Anyway, Walton Goggins is great. But him coming in and having to play that role straight for a whole episode of Community of him reading Pierce's will and just giving them vials of Pierce's cryogenically frozen semen is it's fucking great. And during COVID, they did like I think it was a charity thing or just like because everyone was bored in COVID. A lot of the cast got back together on Zoom and just did like a table read of that episode, but they couldn't get Walton Goggins. And Pedro Pascal read Walton Goggins' bit, and he could not keep a straight face that entire recording because his lines are hilarious. And Pedro Pascal's just breaking left and right in the table read, which just gave me so much respect for Walton Goggins just nailing
Goggins rules.
those bits. So that's, I think, one of my favorite like guest stars or cameos is Walton Goggins in Community.
Okay. I can think of like some movie ones that I liked.
Sure, yeah. Give me like cameos in movies.
Bill Murray in Zombieland. That's a
Dude,
good one.
Do you have
Bill
any
Murray in
regrets?
Zombieland is great.
Yeah.
Garfield,
That's very good.
probably.
Yeah, Garfield, probably. Mike Tyson in The Hangover.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
I have some iconic cameos.
I got
Those were two that came to mind.
Prince and New Girl.
Oh, yeah. Prince and New Girl.
When Prince showed up in New Girl, I was like,
That was so good.
and he brought up the pancakes shit. Like,
Yeah.
perfect.
Perfect.
All right, that's excellent.
I liked when Woody Harrelson returns in Frasier. I'm just going to
Oh,
bring up
nice.
Frasier over
Yeah.
and over again.
Oh, God.
That's fair.
Woody is just like a great character, and Woody Harrelson nails him because I just feel like that's how Woody Harrelson is all the time anyway.
And that's, let me see if I get
complete airhead.
if I know my canon right, because that's technically him reprising a Cheers character
Correct.
showing up
Named
in the
Woody.
Cheers
Yeah.
spin-off
Yeah.
Frasier.
Mhm.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Took me a second to
His
get
wife
there.
even shows up a few times in Frasier, or in
Yeah.
Cheers, right?
Yeah.
And in Frasier.
Yeah.
Who's his
Okay.
ex-wife in Frasier?
Yes. Yeah.
So now I ask all of this because we have a guest star on the episode today. So maybe I should put a second running in. I think favorite guest stars would also include Ryan on the Live to Die podcast.
No, mine's still Prince.
Yeah.
He's no Prince.
I like pancakes though. So it's more or less the same. Mm-hmm.
Do you have a favorite guest star in
The
something,
one
Ryan?
that came up was Brad Pitt in Friends.
Mm.
I
when he
forgot
came
Brad
in-
Pitt was in Friends.
Yeah.
There's a ton of guest stars in Friends.
Yeah, when he comes in and more or less hates Rachel, but this is like at the time when Brad Pitt and Jennifer Aniston were together.
Yeah.
and
Sure.
Him and it's revealed that him and Ross were like the 2-person members of the We Hate Rachel Green fan club, like in high school. And he stole that episode, really like outstaged more or less everybody with his thing. It was really fun. Yeah. So that's mine.
I'd never seen Friends until like COVID hit.
Well, when you bring this up, I think it was like Jason, like that's the one that popped in, and it's probably not my favorite cameo, but it's like everything else exited my brain.
It's an iconic one.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of there's others. There's actually a really good Adam Sandler cameo in Brooklyn Nine-Nine
Oh, nice.
in a later
There's
season.
some great cameos in Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Yeah, but it's Adam Sandler playing Adam Sandler in the Brooklyn Nine-Nine bit
Oh,
where
nice.
Andy Samberg's character is like at an auction and he's like calling it off and doing it kind of well. Or like he's doing it kind of shittily, like people are chatting him. And he's like, what the fuck is Adam Sandler's like, I'm a very serious person. I'm actually in the middle of writing a script right now about the Roman Empire or something. And Sandberg goes, yeah, who does Kevin James play? Anyway,
the new girl in Brooklyn Nine-Nine overlapped once too.
Yeah, that was a little forced.
Yeah, it was a little forced. You could tell it was like networks trying to promote the other show.
Yeah,
that's funny.
But Jake Peralta being in anything is fun.
Mm-hmm.
That was also before it jumped networks because 9 was on Fox until it went over to NBC. And anyway,
Zoolander 2 is a terrible movie, but Justin Bieber at the beginning of Zoolander 2 is kind of genius.
Oh, nice.
Is very, very funny. But then that 5 minutes of the movie's over, and then it's just terrible.
Stop.
Yeah, it's really bad.
So it came up the other night. Now that Jane's not here, we can just say whatever we want.
That lady.
He's gone.
Jane, it came up the other night with Fred and I that Jane's never seen Zoolander.
Oh,
That's
what?
a fantastic movie. I have an anecdotal story of Zoolander. It was a submarine story. It was like when we were watching the boat, people were like, hey, we're going to watch this Zoolander movie if you guys... And there's like 5 or 6 of us on the cruise mess watching it, and we're all not sitting next to each other because this was back in the day when gay wasn't cool. And not that it's not cool. Whatever. Anyways, moving forward. So this movie gets over.
Had some discomfort with
real
male
real discomfort about it. And anyways, but like we all got done. We're all kind of like sitting there.
Yeah.
And the movie gets over, and people are like, so what you guys think? Is the movie kind of cool? And I was like, I don't know. One guy's like, I kind of thought it was kind of funny. And I was like, right. And then all of a sudden it was just like, boom. It was like this very, very huge ramp up of Zoolander becoming one of the greatest movies ever. It's really
very good.
Really good.
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
Very good.
Jane said she's got one.
The best cameo in Community is Jack Black as Buddy.
Fuck, I forgot about Jack Black being
You know
in
what?
Community.
And Jack Black and I can't remember the other one's name. They showed up in Mandalorian.
Oh, Jack Black and Lizzo were in Mandalorian.
Were in Mandalorian.
Oh,
They
really?
were like they like ruled a planet together.
I need to
That's
catch
hilarious.
up.
It is hilarious because
did-
Lizzo just holds Baby Yoda the whole time and is like, he's so cute.
Which fucking reminds me of Bill Burr in Mandalorian.
Yeah, he was actually quite good in that.
He was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
Which
Yeah,
reminds
Very
me
good. That's the
of-
best Mandalorian episode to me. Like that
Yeah, the
whole
Winston
little that
episode.
arc. Yeah, it's so good.
And bringing up Jack Black makes me think of Dave Grohl, who plays the devil in
Pick a Destiny.
Pick a Destiny
Oh, that's
and
right.
the greatest song in the world music video.
Yeah.
This is just a tribute.
It's just a
We
tribute.
couldn't
Oh,
actually
tribute. Yeah, it's a
remember.
Jack
Jack Black.
The great. Yeah,
So
the song that we
fucking
literally reference all the time with Whip Crack with his whippy
Yeah,
tail.
whippy tail.
Speaking of whippy tails.
Yeah, we're on quite a wild tale here
That's a
now.
hijack.
And so let's go back, if you will. Let's go to the evening around this campfire that you're all at. And right as Jubilost, the fucked up gnome, is introducing this other person who's been traveling with them for a few days and seems to have all sorts of rumors and knowledge about the area. When Jubilost kind of looks over and says, well, you need to meet, and then trails off, who kind of walks up? Who does Jubilost introduce them to, Ryan?
There's a probably very young looking, but you can see there's like some grayish
Okay.
hair like around the side. I would say kind of like a lumber hipster, like little attire, very, very well done hair.
Coiffed.
Yeah, like coiffed, like that bouffant kind of looking thing. Looks up, but also has like mud and looks, not intentionally rugged. Probably the attire should look more rugged than it does, if that makes sense.
Sure.
Comes up and how's everybody doing? Man, I totally messed up the voice. I had a voice for this.
That's fine.
Center it.
Center it. I gotta remember how to do my accent.
Oh, we have an accent?
Nimmy starter for you.
Yeah, that's right. Hey, how's everybody doing? And he kind of walks around and does like a tsh, tsh, tsh with everybody. This is Jonas Siddles Jr. Call me Junior. Jonas is my pappy. So how's everybody doing? They're very excited. I'm excited. You guys, I heard a rumor that you guys are starting a kingdom.
Well, we did start the kingdom, yeah. It
My
was
name
already
is Arthur.
What's that? Arthur. Go up to Arthur. Like, yeah. Like this. Yeah, really. No, I just bang my mic.
You're fine. Are you high-fiving or like slapping them in the back? Or just
Dapping
across
the
the
shit out of
like
face?
a dap. Like big dap. Fist to the back.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
The hug slap?
The hug. Yeah. The high. The
Oh, like you grab
Yeah.
the hand, you pull them in, slap the
Yep.
back.
Yeah.
Got it.
Mhm.
Yep.
The aggressive bro hug.
Yeah,
the
aggressive bro hug.
the aggressive bro hug.
So it goes, and Arthur just feels like a stone wall.
Yeah, just no movement whatsoever. Your name is Junior. Does that mean that you are named after your father?
Yes, my father's name was Jonas as well. He was he's a logger, an arborist, as it were, over right there in the, what's that forest over there to the right, over the Carn Marches. I can't remember the name.
Gnarl Marches?
The Gnarl Marches.
That's to the
it,
west.
Yeah. This is the west because we're facing south.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, yeah. Map's upside down. Oh, I see. I've hold the map upside down. Yeah.
Where are you from?
Around. I've been kind of in this part for a little while. Gnarl Marches up on the border. My daddy used to log up there and kind of build houses and stuff. And I kind of hung out. Went to work with him a lot.
Are you human or gnome or?
Oh, I'm a half elf by the way.
Half elf.
Yeah,
Wow,
half
it's
elf.
so rude.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's why. That's why I asked it in regular
Yeah.
voice because it's not
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. Yeah, half elven, but probably mostly human, but pronounced ears.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm. But
So-
like very young face, but the hair is kind of the giveaway. Like the little bit of just a touch of gray around the edges.
So you're like 200 years old.
Yeah, something like
It's
that.
rude to ask.
86. No, I'm not.
So do you happen to know of any magics that could heal what in theory might be lycanthropy?
Lycanthropy.
Also known as lycanthropy, I believe.
Lycanthropy. I've heard of it.
Jubilos looks up.
I've heard of it.
I've never heard it called that.
Lycanthropy?
Lycanthropy, lycanthropy. I like that one. It's got a good ring to it.
Yeah, I
It
agree.
does not.
No, it's bad.
Do people not like it?
I
I
don't
believe
like
it's like the word moist. People just don't like to hear it.
It is an interesting word. It's very, polarizing.
A bunch of people just turned our
In
podcast off.
theory, if clerics or some occultists, I believe, can get rid of that. But other than that, I don't know.
Oh,
What?
Yeah.
what are you by trade?
What am I by trade? I look for settlements. I'm really into digging into old buildings and ruins, and I do a little magic on the side just for fun.
What kind of magic?
You know, the kind I got like hookups with the wood people, the sprites, the fairies.
Hmm.
Yeah. I think my daddy, he was really into the forest and was just around and could mess with the animals and stuff. Nothing really crazy.
Well,
Weird.
It sounds amazing.
Yeah, it's all right, I guess.
You know sprites and fairies?
I have had the occasional crossing with them, but I wouldn't say that I like know any.
Okay, I'm less interested then.
I gotta get my Jubilos back, and I have to not accidentally do a southern accent now.
Yeah.
Oh, he's up here. Well, you were telling me something though the other day. What was it? The old witch, someone.
Oh, I've been having
Ma-
these crazy dreams. There's this witch. I don't know. And this sounds cliche, but she's like in a swamp and she's like, shaking hands with demons and eating childrens and put them in the cauldron. I don't know. It says, what's the name? It's the name that flashes. It's like a sign that says, witch, this way. The Tusk Water. It's that brown lake. It's where we're right next to it. It's like up the north of here, right? Just a little ways.
We know the Tuskwater very
You know
well.
the Tusk Water? Yeah.
We're very close. Our kingdom is very close to the Tuskwater.
You guys are starting a kingdom. I think that's the coolest thing
We're
ever.
trying.
Yeah.
He's
It's
Baron.
really cool. He's a Baron?
My name changes often, but yeah, I'm a
Is a Baron like the king?
sort of
I think so.
It is.
Yeah,
I am
we listen to whatever
de
Lucky
facto in
says.
charge.
De facto in charge. I would, and this is a little personal, but I think that witch is after me.
Oh,
I don't know. It's just, I'm not dreaming about it. But I think there's this other place, though, that I'm really interested in. Because, like I
is there
said,
something that you did?
Yeah, why is it after you?
Do you feel bad? What is it? Are you sorry you did it? How do you say it before you cut their head off?
oh yes. Remorse.
Yes. Do you have remorse?
no, I don't necessarily feel like remorse is something worth, messing with. You either do things, you don't do them.
All of a sudden you hear a
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
So what did you do?
I
Or
didn't
not
do anything. I just saying I was traveling through here before I linked up with Lindsay and Amiri, and I was just camping out, and I was just having dreams. Maybe I was too close, the wrong spot. I don't know.
We've all been having weird dreams.
What other kind of dreams you been having?
A unicorn and a bear and a stag over another dead stag. A temple, a lake, all
A
kinds
temple
of
and a
stuff.
lake?
I just dream about fish on a stick.
Yeah, temple.
I like fish on a stick.
A temple and a lake.
Do you like it like sauteed, baked, or fried?
I think we're best friends.
I like fish on
He
a
likes
stick.
it over
I think it's
campfire.
tasty. Campfire? I'll take whatever. God, out in the woods, it's hard to come by, anything really good. You said a temple on a lake?
Mm-hmm.
I heard a story about a temple on a lake. I wouldn't call it a temple. It's more like a tower. I'm really interested in this tower. Like I said, I'm kind of an amateur archaeologist of sorts. I'm very interested in the stolen lands, as it were. It's wild out here. It's crazy.
Are you a grave robber?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. No. But
that's something a grave robber would say.
and he just kind of looks.
When
He's
being
like,
directly asked about being a grave robber.
He just kind of like nods. That's fair. Yeah, that's fair. But I think this is the Candlemere. This is a lake south of here, right? It's almost right next to it's according to the map, says like on the map, and he's like showing you the Tuskwater, and there's another lake that connects to the south just below it. That one, the one that's like kind of at the angle. Yup, you see that right there? Oh, it is to the north. My map is upside down.
That's south.
Okay, my map's not upside down. Let me reorient. Down to the south, right there, and he thumbs on your map. Pop, pop, pop.
Yeah, so here's what we're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So you
I
can
just
see
had to turn my rotator off.
Your kingdom is right there at the north of the Tuskwater. And then the south of the Tuskwater is another weird little lake. You've never been to that lake, Nikolai. Oh, and you have no idea what it's called.
Mm-hmm. There's, at least the stories I've heard, that, people who are brave enough to pass by at night, there's like lights out on the water, but there's some sort of monster there. And I guess deadly would be the best way to describe it, but I ain't never been there before. But I would love to get in that tower to see what's in there just for fun. See maybe this older kingdoms and stuff. My daddy says we was related to the old Kionan elves that kind of happened to migrate into this area. So I'm just, family stuff, no big deal.
Oh, I see.
If
My
there's
dad said I
trinkets and
was
stuff
part
in there, we can...
Chippewa.
You're trying to do ancestry research.
Yeah, and anything we find, most everything we'll put in museums if it's not too valuable.
Okay.
I also love the idea that old country elves are southern. Well, my pappy elf, he didn't raise no fool.
We grew up around these parts.
So
You humans, you ain't welcome here.
if we, you could perhaps accompany us and we could give that a show. We need to see what's around our kingdom anyway.
Yes, we are down a hero because apparently Ari has to go off with Amiri.
Whenever you guys say kingdom, I get all jittery and ants in my pants. That's just crazy that you guys are...
Do you have ants
You
in your
have
pants?
Not literally.
I do healing.
You do... No. This has nothing to do with the witch.
Now,
And
in the second mention of that witch, Nikolai, you do, because remember, you actually rolled pretty well. You didn't know it was a secret trick. You rolled pretty well in some of your, how would you cure a curse? You're like, fuck, if there is a witch might know a thing or two about a curse.
It's true.
Know a thing or two about a thing or two.
That's interesting that's the thought Nikolai would have because Jason's was the witch probably did it. I wonder if it goes away when we kill her. But being nice to her might be a better option.
Well, I wasn't saying that. I'm just saying that, look, maybe you want to look into it. You can ask around.
Yeah.
If people know where to find her, what that's like.
It's just me and my personal biases against the witches. I should have been better.
Thank you for acknowledging them. All right. I'm gonna roll this forward. I'm gonna say, because we can all jokingly acknowledge that it's kind of a funny and a silly thing to kind of deal with adding a new party member in. But I'm gonna say that over the course of the night, you hit it off or you don't hit it off to some extent. But you're like, all right, this junior might know a thing or two as well. Could be useful. Seems to know more about the area around your kingdom than you do.
Mm-hmm.
So I think maybe morning comes. And then the morning comes. What are you going to do? Where are you going to go? You come to, I think the gnomes party, Ari, they all say goodbye. We're going to head into the forest and find this unicorn. Yay.
Before we go anywhere,
we
have to have a coffee. And then we can go on our way.
Okay.
Would you please add in the minutes that Ari is not available?
That has been noted. There is still a quorum, though.
There is.
Jonas Junior?
Yeah, Junior's fine.
Just we have to meet real quick. You can listen in.
Yeah, of course. I'll sit aside. I don't want to interrupt your guys' kingdom stuff.
Ari abandoned the group
and her position.
and her position.
MBD.
We have a new guy. His name is
Junior
Jonas.
JR.
likes to explore ruins.
No, you have to write his name is Jonas.
Oh, okay.
In-
Yeah,
in the
that's
minutes.
true. I need his full name.
All caps, not a grave robber.
Yeah.
Not
Totally
grave
not
robber.
grave robber.
Question mark in
Doing
parentheses.
ancestry research to the south of the kingdom.
All right. Now what do? We going to... Do we want to tangle with the witch? It seems
witch?
maybe like a bad idea.
The witch could help us with the curse if a curse is what you have.
True.
Yeah, maybe. But that's assuming it wants to help us. Do we want to do something that would allow a witch to help us? Because it seems like that might not be wise.
I'll also offer that, like, the people in your community are people who have some familiarity with the stolen lands, like the people who've come out there, they've worked it. If you also want to go back home and start asking around about a witch, you can do that. You can gather information. You also can just start bushwhacking and exploring out here, because it's Pathfinder, and
We could go back and just check in, ask questions, and see if Kundal has
Right. Has
returned.
anyone seen Kundal again?
Yeah.
Oh,
that's true.
Kundal is a member of our town.
What exactly is the witch going to help y'all with?
Kundal might have a
and this
curse.
is the same witch that I told you about with the demons and the children and the cauldron.
Mhm.
There's a
think I'm-
curse in our town,
I think
There's a
I'm
curse in
turning
your town?
possibly.
Yeah. I think I'm turning into a werewolf.
There it is.
Well, that's out now.
I got bitten by one, see?
and it's just like it's fucking infected. It looks bad.
Oh man, that does look bad.
They all have it, actually. Not that I don't.
It hurts a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nikolai's just like giving you the hands up,
No,
like this is
it's,
where we're at.
Hold up. I'm still not a grave robber. Man, okay, I promise.
We noted
you
that.
guys are.
Kind of believe you.
Yeah,
You wrote it down.
you wrote it down. Yeah, it's good stuff.
It's a very funny joke. I wrote it down in my diary.
Laughed about it later.
So do we want to do that? We want to go mess with some witches? I guess we stop by home.
Yeah, we could at least ask if anyone has had an encounter with one.
If we go look for this witch, does that put you in harm's way, Jonas?
I told you I just have these dreams. I heard a story. I was doing some research.
What story?
And that's just like I said, the cauldrons and the bubbles and the double toil and trouble. And, you know, the
Oh,
stuff.
that's
the witch
just
catches.
that's a
It's-
Shakespeare
yeah,
play.
Yeah, it's very. That went very well.
If a meeting with a witch goes south, you said you have magics. Can you defend yourself?
I have some magics, yes.
Okay.
A little bit. Mostly for exploration.
Okay. All right.
What would you say your class is?
What would I say my class is?
Wow, really just got pushing for it.
I was thinking about this when we were introducing each other. Like in Galarian, in the real world, you're like, what do you do? Oh, I'm a fucking stay-at-home dad, or I'm a fucking truck driver, or I'm a whatever.
Specifically, a fucking truck driver.
Fucking truck driver, yeah. And so, like, would a person in Galarian be like, oh, I'm a cleric of Arassel, or oh, I'm a sorcerer, or oh, I'm a paladin of so-and-so, or I'm a mastermind fucking strategist?
I think in my mind, a class is sort of how you do something.
Okay.
What you do is maybe more of what you'd say. So, like, Nicola, you're a baron and you're a priest of
I
Arassel.
forgot about that part. I am also
Yeah.
a baron.
forget about
Arthur
that.
is
I'm
a knight in
a
training.
knight in training.
Okay.
I'm just a guy.
Lucky's a businessman,
Yeah,
an
businessman.
entrepreneur. He's
Business
just
cat.
Financial
He's just
strategist.
Ken. Ari,
Cat.
business cat. Oh my god, Lucky business cat. Just hang in there. Yeah, so I think that's probably how you'd introduce
Okay.
it. Like, oh, I'm this, I'm that. I mean, Ari, depending on how she's feeling, might be a hero. It could be a practicing worshiper of Caden Kalian. Like, I think there's a lot of ways to talk
A
about.
stand for Amiri.
Yeah.
An 18-year-old.
simping for Amiri.
Mm-hmm.
A student.
A drunkard.
Yeah.
Let's just say all the things Jane's character is.
A sot.
Badass. So that's me knocking a water bottle over. It's fine. What's the game plan, folks?
I think we should go back to the town, ask about the witch. We have no other leads about exploring curse removals.
Yeah.
We don't even know if curse removal is the thing that we really need.
True.
So, like, unless we have another lead, I don't know what else we would do except go to.
Did I mention that the northwest edge of the Candlemere? No, not Candlemere. What's the lake? The Tuskwater.
Tuskwater.
That's where I believe that she is.
The northwest?
Yeah, northwest edge of the Candlemere. Like I've like
Tuskwater.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said,
A
the
lot of
sign.
lakes.
That one.
And then
So many lakes.
The Candlemere is where the tower is. That seems to be very
So
similar
the northwest
to.
is like next near us.
Yep, it'd be just southwest of your kingdom. Basically, there's some sort of witch chilling out there.
Well, then
the
let's
tower and the
definitely-
witch aren't the same thing.
No, they're not.
Okay.
Two different things.
Towers are wizards.
I misunderstood that. That's actually true.
Witches are hovels.
Tower.
Fair.
Warlocks are used cars.
Yeah.
We all know that.
So
And
we're
if you've
heading,
seen The Witch, it's somebody else's hovel entirely.
yeah.
Yeah, such a great movie.
It's so good.
so we're heading back to
to
Shadow Shoe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right.
On the way back, we'll tell you all about everything. We have a Snoop Dogg looking fisherman.
Which
He's
is
classic.
probably
Everyone
the
loves
most
him.
important
He's a-
detail.
He's, we have, we're a bunch of farmers and fishermen, and
Lycanthropic farmers and fishermen.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. When we get to town, don't
starting
don't
a
mention that part.
starting a kingdom comes with challenges. We've had a drug outbreak, a werewolf.
Apparently, there's a turtle the size of a horse.
Yeah, have you ever heard of Crackajaw?
No, I can't say that I have.
It's a
I
Actually,
could roll
you-
the
no, you-
stolen landslord
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that'll be a secret check. What's your bonus?
plus. I'm so sorry.
legendary
Plus
snapping
9.
turtle.
You legitimately have heard of Old Crackjaw. You've probably you've met people whose family members have been killed by Old Crackjaw.
Oh my god.
So, this is weird that you guys bring this up, but Login Buddy, my daddy's, was his name was Jessup, and he actually got eaten by Crackjaw, swallowed whole
My
for
goodness.
per mechanical standards.
Couldn't hit that rupture value.
Mhm.
So Crackjaw is a murderer.
Mhm. And since
your
you
little
bring it
side eye.
up, since you
With
bring
no
it up,
remorse.
he said that's exactly what it said. He said that turtle didn't even care. He's like, just ate
No
him.
remorse.
None.
The expression that Trent just gave, have any of you seen, I think it's like an old Tumblr joke that's amazing. Like Robin Hood steals from the rich, gives to the poor. Oh my God, this is so great. We're rich now. Robin Hood. What?
You're what?
That was Trent's look. He's a murderer.
I think that's about it.
Yeah. Let's go. Get out of here.
I assume we're just saying this while we're riding.
Yeah. Ba-dun-da-dun-da-da. What kind of horse do you think Junior rides?
Junior has a beautiful white with like tan spots
Oh, okay. Very
Mhm.
pretty.
Nice.
with a similar
more-
haircut to
What color is your horse?
Jonas's horse.
What color's horse?
Black.
Okay.
Yeah, that figures.
Mine's like a chestnut
Horse is
brown.
black.
Mm-hmm.
Lucky.
Black.
Okay.
Because I couldn't think of anything better.
I like it. All right. You roll up.
Purebred Arabian.
I don't know what that means. I'm not a horse person. You roll up into town,
Pass.
though.
Clydesdale.
Okay. Oh, I know that one just because we live in Colorado and Budweiser's here. All right, you get up into. I feel like it'd have to be a fucking Clydesdale almost for Arthur.
Yeah. Big old armored dude.
War horse.
Yeah, a war horse, honestly. All right, so you get into town, you check shit out. I'm gonna kind of hand wave some stuff so we can kind of keep things moving.
Okay.
I'm gonna say time is of the essence, so I'm gonna roll a D3 for kind of like getting back into town and spending a day or two like acclimating, asking around. Do you want to do some more research? Does a D3 feel appropriate? Maybe a D2? Would you spend 1 to 2 days asking around?
I would
Yeah,
say
probably a day or two.
2 would be the max for
Yeah,
sure.
I agree.
You're gonna spend 1 day asking around. So
Okay.
you're gonna get in the afternoon. You'll spend that afternoon and the next day. Like you got to get back in town, set up Junior with the place. Or actually, Junior, do you think you'd take a place, or do you think you'd like go to the inn and get the best
Inn
room?
would be best room, yeah.
They're actually they're working on finishing an inn actually. So probably one of the early rooms. You're like, look, just give me one of the rooms. I imagine you even talk your way into a room. Like they're still working on the building, but a room is done, and you talk your way into like that room.
The same thing.
Yeah.
With the innkeeper. What can I do for you?
The construction room, and you're like, look, you want to make a little extra money while you're building this place. That room's just sitting empty.
It's like the one that the guy that works at night sleeps in.
I sleep downstairs.
So I think who's gonna do some research around town? Who's gonna ask for some rumors or find out some info?
Oh no, we lost our
I can do it.
diplomacy person.
Oh, I can. I'm up on the diplomacy game.
Perfect.
These are gather information. There's some secret checks. I'll roll orange die for Jared. Let's do a white die for Ryan, and then just give me your bonuses.
Plus 12, please.
Holy fuck!
8.
Yeah.
You don't do great, Lucky. You get really sidetracked by someone who's just like droning on with the story. And like, well, actually, on Tuesdays, and Tuesdays are interesting because they come after Mondays, and I have this relationship with Mondays.
Yeah, just walk away.
I was gonna give you a different rumor, but yeah, you don't even get that. You just walk away.
This guy doesn't have anything.
Just nothing. It's the alchemist all over again.
Even if he does, I'm not sure I want to know.
Okay. Is anyone going with Junior?
I'll go with him.
Nikolai's going with Junior. Arthur, were you doing your own thing, or are you with Lucky?
I'll probably go check with the watchman again.
Sure,
Since we've been gone a day again.
Okay. So you're doing pretty good there. And what Nikolai and Junior come across is that someone's like, oh, I've heard about her. The Swamp Hag.
Oh no.
Off on the western shores of the Tuskwater.
I don't like that word.
If you are here, that, if you come off friendly like, you best call out before you go knocking on her door. Announce yourselves proper, right? Those foolish enough to trespass onto her territory without her permission end up working as one of her scarecrows in the yards. And so that's what you pick up in a bar somewhere over a beer.
That's ominous.
Yeah. All right, anyway, have a good day. Good to see you, Baron.
Yeah, a wonderful story you told. Thank you very much.
Look, it's just what I heard.
No,
I heard it from a friend.
Being genuine, that's very scary.
Oh, well, thanks.
Dragonfire opens with a hag swamp. Or swamp hag, doesn't it? Yeah.
So that's what you find out. And you kind of get a little bit better location. You're like, yeah, shit, this is...
Was there like a code word?
That's all they said. That's all they heard.
Bumblebee tuna.
Bumblebee tuna.
And this is in the hex adjacent to your kingdom's hex. Just right there. You've got a witch, maybe a hag. Just right there.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Who knows if that guy was totally accurate?
Could be.
That
could be anything.
checks with what I told you.
So you all want to ride out?
Yeah,
it's midday. You can make it there by like 3 p.m.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody said, so you ride. You know what?
That's
I really
right.
enjoyed this music, but I think it's kind of spooky, right? I think it's time for Syrinscape to give us spooky music.
Give me
Spooky.
Swamp Hag.
As you're getting into the afternoon. All right, you know what, Trent?
You're given swamp hag.
It's giving Swamp Hag.
Let's do Swamp.
Jane said, yeah.
Let's
Given
do
Swamp Hag.
Swamp Day.
This sounds lovely.
That's perfect.
Syrinscape always kills it. Syrinscape for all your music generating needs or whatever. So, yeah.
Trent's the one that says it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Years ago in a recording.
Right.
So you ride down to the sort of, brackish shores of the Tuskwater and kind of following the rumors you've heard, putting some pieces together, looking where you might find it. Eventually you see a small like hummock in the middle of a fetid marsh.
What's that?
A little hill, but
Okay.
smaller. You see a dilapidated mud hut squat atop it. And what really helped you find it was there's a little thin tendril of bluish smoke trickling through a gaping hole in the moss-covered roof. You see a wooden fence surrounding the perimeter of the mound. It's festooned crude fetishes crafted out of sticks and feathers, animal bones. A lone crow caws noisily from the top of a nearby cypress tree, moss hanging down, cutting the vision. Remember going 2 far. The region around the hut is maybe 80-foot diameter, solid-ish ground, but thick with bog grass, dotted with small cattail clogged pools. That area, inside of that, you see like that waist-high wooden fence, a single gate at the front of it. I'm going to say you're about 100, 150 feet away. You can't see more until you get closer. Think like True Detective, like swamp, some of those, like that sort of fetish style stuff of the like sticks and things carved, tied together.
Well, this
I
is
think
weird.
as we get closer, we should announce ourselves, is what they said.
Hello, hag.
That's maybe call some this. We're here to see.
Do we get a name?
Just hello there.
We're here to talk with you.
So you're like 150 feet from the fence, which is then
up to
like
the fence.
40, 50 feet from. Okay, so you're getting closer.
Yeah, like as we're getting closer, we're yelling.
Okay, you're yelling on the way in.
I'm going to be detecting magic on the way in.
I'll be hanging back
okay.
and just scouting.
You're not stealthing, scouting.
I'm scouting.
Okay.
Off the horse, I think.
Oh, okay.
Just sort of
On
on
foot.
foot,
Yeah,
like
Yelling, hag!
we're not we're not here to harm you.
You
or
old
anything.
hag!
Yeah.
I take the helmet off.
Oh, okay. So you get closer. There's no response. You do see kind of halfway between the gate and the hut, like a scarecrow with a pumpkin head. Looks kind of old and rotting. The gate, though, you do see that on the gate, a fist-sized iron bell hanging from a hairy length of rope tied to a crooked post right next to the gate.
Oh, I hate everything about this.
Arthur,
we could have
ring
gone to
that-
the Candlemere, gone to that cool tower.
Arthur, ring
Yeah.
that
This is
bell.
where we want. This is you. This is what
Okay.
you really want to look at.
I know. I don't know.
I do.
Could
This
be
is-
life or death for many.
This is gross.
Life or death, maybe, but the historical significance, I don't necessarily put two and two together in this one. So
It's fair.
Arthur's gonna walk up to the bell and just shake it.
Clang, 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 clang. Clang, 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 clang.
Hag.
Oh, there, witch.
Clang, clang.
I don't know.
Clang, clang, clang.
What does it smell like?
I mean, you've been in a swamp before, right, Trent?
You know, I can't say that I mean, I've been to DC. Hey.
Boo.
But tis.
No, but it really is a swamp, so.
yeah,
So it's like musty and it's almost like you just smell wet dirt everywhere. And
Yeah, it's pungent. It smells alive.
Yeah.
So you ring the bell pretty hard.
Yeah.
How hard?
Hard.
Super hard.
What the fuck? No, the wood cracks a little bit.
Yeah, I'm not breaking the thing, but I,
Okay.
want to make it loud enough that if she's off in the swamp somewhere, she can hear it.
Takes a second. You see, like, this is an older hut, right? Glass is not like a thing. So you have like windows with sort of lattice, and then behind them like wooden doors behind the window. So one of those opens, and you can just barely see a shape. Hello.
Oh, hello.
What do you want?
Oh, we were hoping to speak with you about stuff.
Speak with me.
Yes, I believe so. You're the person who inhabits this wonderful home?
What?
Nikolai nods at you
Speak
approvingly.
up, young one.
Oh, can you come here? I don't like to yell.
No.
Okay. Hag, we were hoping to speak with you about magics and such.
Now tell me, did you go with the archetype that you were texting with me about, Ryan?
the archaeologist.
Oh no, I wasn't sure about the other one.
No, I went with the archaeologist.
Okay, never mind then. Trent, maybe give me a diplomacy check.
Okay. I am very happy to do this. It's not terrible. That's a 16.
There are some who use that word lightly and some who use it with malice.
Oh,
She's like yelling. Use with malice.
I'm sorry, I meant no malice. That's just the only term we know to use for you.
We are here from rumors. We need your help.
You're basically have to yelling. Like this is like 40, 50 feet away.
I need your help.
With what?
A curse.
Interesting.
We will pay.
Give me a diplomacy check. Why should I care
I
what
wanna
you
jump in and
have to
assist.
offer? Okay. So here's how I like to do it. I always like to roll assists first, so we know going into it. What do you want to assist with?
So I have a feat called Glad Hand.
Oh, okay. What does
So
that
I'd
do?
like to make an impression immediately when meeting someone.
1 second. What the fuck
Where
does Glad Hand
the
do? So
power of
Glad
your
Hand, you
dap
can-
comes from?
Yeah, it's the power of the
It's a
dap,
very
more or
glad
less.
hand.
So more or less, like to make an impression is usually like a minute of conversation along
Yeah.
with a check, and this one you can just like boom, make the check and automatically ramp it up. one.
Okay, sure.
So I kind of want to just jump in and be like we've heard rumors. What is it? Lycanthropy, I guess, is what's going on. My friends here, new friends.
Don't know them.
I just met them a couple days ago, but they seem really, really cool. They genuinely don't know where else to go, and unfortunately, we weren't able to find a name via the rumors that we've been hearing. So I'm sorry for being rude, but what should we call you?
All right. Go ahead and give me that diplomacy check.
Look at this fucking
my
entrance to the
God.
table, everybody.
Critical hit.
Well, my. There are many who call me Old Beldame, but you can call me Elga.
Oh, Elga, I'm Jonas Sibylla Jr., but you can call me Junior. Jonas was my pappy.
You were just yelling this like 50 feet across, full volume in this swamp.
What's your name?
You can call me Pappy.
Fuck you, Tony.
It's so good.
Finally, she goes, slams the window shut. It's like another 5-6 seconds.
Oh, well, I guess she said no.
The door to the hut opens. Come in. Don't mind the scarecrow. He won't bite you.
Does he move whenever we go by?
No.
Oh, okay.
Can I do a medicine check when we walk by him? Like a low-key one? Does this look like a cadaver?
Secret medicine.
Do you have Arcana or Crafting?
Neither of those
No.
things.
I do.
Hey, Lucky, what's your crafting bonus?
I have detect magic.
9.
Okay. Lucky, you do recognize that this is a scarecrow. And I don't just mean like, this is something designed to scare away crows. Scarecrows, because, sorry, 1 second. Natürlich. Scarecrows are a ramshackle collection of materials in a human shape. A construct indistinguishable from a normal scarecrow until it slowly creaks to life as it animates its carved pumpkin or sackcloth face. Sackcloth face bursts into eldritch flame, sending fear creeping into the air around it.
Sounds scary.
When a scarecrow is created, it must be anointed with drops of its creator's blood into each of its eyes, soaking into the material, siphoning a teeny sliver of its creator's soul away. Not enough to harm them, but more than enough to imbue the scarecrow with instinctive intellect that allows it to follow commands eagerly as a well-trained, if ill-tempered, guard dog.
Blood magic.
I have a question.
Sure.
Is this an undead monster?
I would like
Nope.
to know this
It's a
information. as well.
construct.
Yeah.
Because I
It's a
didn't know
construct.
we were going to have to hold Arthur back in a second.
Yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't have told him that. Some
Nope. Scarecrow.
regular old scarecrow.
As you get closer, the door opens, and I'm so sorry that Jane isn't here for this, because this recording day is a drop-heavy day. You all ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
So ready.
You see
Banana.
before you a figure. Now keep in mind, I'm not going to describe it to you, so it's up to all of you to describe it to our viewers.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm giving you that responsibility.
I hate responsibility. Oh my.
Oh, cool.
Green skin right off the bat.
I'm not gonna lie, symmetrical features.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's-
Almost
yeah.
like alien-esque.
Mhm.
Yeah. She kind of looks like a fortune teller almost.
Now, how's her
Yeah.
hair?
It's
It's underneath
I don't
the
know.
hood and
some sort of
like
head.
a head wrap at the same time.
are
Yeah.
those things coming out of the back of her hair?
Some big old.
Oh, the assist.
In the event of no hair, you must rate the head wear.
The headwear? The headwear is like,
Oh,
I mean-
solid.
With that necklace together, to be honest.
she kind of has the appearance of what you might think of like a shaman
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
with like
Yeah.
all the clothes on her, and she's like she's like got a staff that she's
yeah.
leaning on. She's very pretty.
She
Yeah.
is pretty, but
And-
green.
Honestly, some of the hood features remind me a little bit of like some older style, like it's like some almost like a take on a nun's habit.
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
naturalist
exactly.
take on a nun
Yeah.
Much
habit.
taller than
If it was the
all
if-
in brown.
yeah,
Yeah.
all in brown, and the nails, it's like, see, you like know it's a bad idea, but you want to anyways.
Big, like, huge black feathers, though, also looks like on her back.
sort of like a feathery cowl.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
lots of bags.
She opens the door. Yeah, a lot of pouches, a lot of bags. Opens the door. Well, come. And she's gonna kind of bring you in. Please come in. It's a simple hut, one room affair, about 20 feet in diameter, so maybe a little bit bigger than some of the huts you're building in Shatter Shield. Dirt floor, thatched roof. The rafters, though, are hung with debris, dried herbs, swamp weeds. And you do see a bubbling cauldron hanging over a fire pit in the center of the room. Just
Oh, are you making dinner?
no.
Oh.
May we sit and talk?
Sure. There's one chair. She sits in it and looks at all of you.
Nikolai will
move.
crisscross on the floor and
Oh,
sit
sure.
down next to her.
I'll just stand.
Yeah, same.
What does Junior do?
Junior just kind of glances around the room.
But does he sit or stand?
I'll sit.
Okay.
Hold
So
on.
Nikolai. Yeah.
I have 3 stools from Oleg.
You're
that
the
we
collapsible
got.
stools.
Yeah, the collapsible stools. I'll
Oh.
pull them out.
Camping stools?
Now 3 of us can have a stool.
Arthur stands still.
Arthur
I'm
Arthur
guessing.
remains standing.
What? You say you're interested in a curse.
We believe that
Who would you like to be cursed?
we are, I
I
understand
guess we
the
didn't clarify that.
clarifications needed.
Like laugh under my breath.
We
like,
need the
yeah.
curse removed.
That's honestly harder. It's more difficult to unfuck something.
Well said.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Untangle a knot than to tie one.
What?
What knot of curse do you have tied about you?
Arthur will actually just
He has
sort of
been
unfurl his arm. and
bitten
show
by a
the- show the
werewolf.
bite. Yeah, I know.
Shit. Well,
Yeah, it hurts.
that's infected. You're going to want to clean that out.
Oh.
In addition to the curse.
Oh,
I've tried.
I guess I just need to
Do you not
wash it.
shower regularly?
What is shower?
Nikolai looks at Arthur and is like, "We'll work on it."
And she's like, well, let me for a second. You see her kind of like cast a spell. She starts to cast a spell at Arthur. Begins.
Yeah, I'm gonna,
Nikolai kind of grips his bow like on his side a little bit as she does that.
You do what?
Nikolai kind of puts his hand on his bow,
Okay.
more I think for comfort than anything. But
Any other reactions?
No, standing.
I think recognize spell is like a feat, right? So you just can't do it unless you have it. So
You make a check, a spellcraft check, on your turn.
Arcana.
okay,
Oh,
Do you want to
I
make an
guess it
Arcana
just
check
depends.
or an
I don't have
appropriate check?
Arcana.
Do you want to make a check, occultism check, or
I have nature
you want to make an? I'll let you make a nature check. This is a secret one though.
+7.
It looks like detect aura.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of working on it, basically doing some diagnosis work. The curse of the wolf on you.
Oh, yes. Oh,
Are
yes.
there others as well?
There are.
Interesting.
Jonas like scratches his head and points his elbow at Lucky.
What? Well, I've invited you into my home,
Oh, it's
courtesy of the charmer you brought with you. But I suppose I did let my distractions get the better of me. And at this point, her posture changes a little. She kind of like looms up from her higher chair. Who are you?
My name
Why
is
have you
Arthur.
darkened my doorstep?
Whoa.
we are the leaders of a newly established nation to the north of this location.
Really? That's you then?
Indeed.
Funny.
Why is that?
Kingdoms come and go. These lands always claim for one group to be stolen by another.
You know,
It's
So-
true. It's true.
Sure.
perhaps
yeah.
but we would like to give it a try anyways.
Fair. Nothing preventing you except those who would disagree. You come here about a curse. Why should I care to help you?
We would
As
like
you play
to
king on your hill.
make your time worthwhile. So what is it that you want?
Technically barren, but
Oh, the swamps are anything but barren. Full of life. Death creates life, and the swamps are a perfect example of that.
can Arthur start looking around the hut as
Sure.
she's monologuing?
Mm-hmm.
And just like, do I see shit that I'm like, this
Like
lady's-
Texas Chainsaw Massacre
Yeah,
shit?
exactly.
I told you, the children.
Do I start
The
seeing
cauldron.
Yeah.
You didn't believe me.
Do I start seeing body parts?
What's your perception bonus, Trenton?
7.
And you don't notice any right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe later.
Someone else give me a diplomacy of some kind, and tell me what you'd be saying as a part of that diplomacy check to try to.
Look, we don't
create
want
some
any
leverage.
trouble. This was our best bet to get my friend here, my other friend here, to help him out. If that's not something you're willing to do or can do or whatever, that's totally okay. We can leave.
I can do it, of course.
Oh well, in that case, what is a trade? You want to trade?
Now give me the diplomacy check.
Oh my God.
God damn it! Is that another natural?
That's a second natural
Oh my
20.
God.
What if we give you an 18-year-old?
I have been wanting an apprentice.
She's perfect.
Does she like to drink?
Matt, a
Oh
lot.
my, she
Maybe too
loves
much, some
to
might say.
drink.
Jane is across the room saying, "I'm going to go live with this hag." Well, it's not often I get folks who are coming here willing to chat. I suppose I should fully introduce myself. Although many call me Old Beldame, I am Elga Vernex. And what are your names?
My name is Arthur Monmouth.
Is that your full name, Arthur?
I think so.
And what about the rest of you?
Nikolai
Baron.
Medved
Of the Midvieds, then?
of the same.
Have not seen from your family in years. You said you'd already introduced yourself to me, so kind. Junior, right?
Mm-hmm. Junior's fine, thank you.
And what about you, sir?
Lucky the chance.
Well, hopefully this might be your lucky day. It does seem as though, and she kind of like stretches and cracks her back, and she like stands up now, moves over to the cauldron and stirs it a little bit. I can help you. But I'm going to need something in return. I have a project I'm working on, and then I can't leave this here unattended for too long. The scarecrows get lonely. I need you to bring me something. Well, a few things, perhaps. How long have you been in this area?
How long have we been?
Yeah, that's a good question.
2 months.
Give or take, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A few months.
Oh, have you had much trouble since you've been here?
None
She's
at all.
stirring that. Well, that's good. It's a dangerous place. There's much here. The lizard folk just down south of here. And then there's the old hermit, not too far off. You haven't come across him yet, yes?
The Alchemist.
Oh, you met his brother. No. The alchemist has a brother, bitter, violent man, who was drawn from humanity quite a bit ago, and stay clear of him. No. But I do have tasks, 3 things you do for me. And I can do for you a spell or 2. You'll have to pay, of course, but are you open? Are you interested? Should I tell you?
Are there favors not payment?
Consider it getting through the door.
Can you
Effort is always worth pay.
Can you guarantee that you can remove this
Yes.
curse?
I
It
happen
would
to
not
have
be
a
the first time I've done it.
contract
That's
right here.
Sense the motive.
Yeah, what's your bonus?
Is it just perception?
Yep.
9.
I'd love to do the same.
Nine.
Plus 9.
Okay.
9 as well.
You're getting nothing lucky. Like it's
Okay.
like you're watching a performer. Like she's putting
Right,
on a
right.
lot of airs. Junior, you're getting a little more. She does seem interested in the all of you, but you can't tell what that interest is or why.
Okay.
3 things I have need of. Bring them here for me, and I'll help you. There's a fungus. Grows in an ancient barrow to the east.
Not where I thought that was going.
There's a fungus among
No,
us.
sorry.
There's 2 things left. There's 2 things left.
True.
Sorry, I made the wrong. There's a mushroom that grows in a geothermal mud pit. It's far from here, and well, its guardian and I don't always see eye to eye. To the north of that is an old ancient barrow, dating back to before Taldor's reach extended here. I need a mold that grew inside the bones of the warriors buried there.
Yikes, okay.
Mold grown in the bones of the marrow of the warriors buried in an ancient burrow.
Can we assume that means undead?
They have their defense mechanisms. To the south of here is a tower on an island.
The tower.
Nikolai gets real serious-faced.
In its basement, I need you to scrape from its mud the lichen and growth there. Bring me these 3 things and I'll help you.
The Alamo doesn't have a basement.
Why do you need plants?
You know, when we went to the Alamo, they literally mentioned that movie and how they're
That's
like,
funny.
we don't have a basement, but...
If you do these for me, I'll help you.
What do you plan to do with these strange, exotic plants?
Work.
Oh.
Brew. Craft. Cast.
Make a nice smoothie.
She smiles. In a way.
Fucking child smoothie.
Do we have a deal? She's sitting back down now, crossing one leg over the other.
Yes.
You can remove the curse from multiple people.
Yes, it might take me a day or 2.
What if I told you that in addition to whatever payment for each of these items, we request 1 curse removed?
I'll trade you then. The lichen and the fungus, bring those to me, prove it to me. But the mushrooms, I'll pay you per cap you bring back. 5 gold per. It's a pretty good rate. Not to get like too into the weeds, it's also going to be about $40 per casting of the spell. Sorry, 40 gold per casting of the spell. So it's not wild, but it's not cheap.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you can get 5 gold a cap ain't bad.
Yeah.
And getting in good with someone who's powerful enough to craft. And you do see you will pick up on Arthur. You got a lot of crafting materials, like workshop quality stuff in here.
Okay.
So she's saying that, or what I'm asking is if we could potentially collect enough of the mushrooms to technically offset the cost of these.
Potentially, yeah.
8 of them,
8 would cover 1 casting.
Right, so we'll get as many as we can.
Yeah.
There will be 3 there, watch.
And she'll... Do you have a map?
I do, and I pull out my map.
And she'll mark on your map for you the location of these 3 leads, these 3 tasks for her. And look, it's not the most dramatic thing, but this is exactly where I'm going to end it.
Nice.
Tune in next time to see where you all go.
Thanks, Hag Lady.
Thank you.
The Live to Die podcast is a production of Live to Die Gaming. Follow us on social media at Live to Die Pod. Leave a review and tune in next week for more. If you like the amazing background audio and music, all that credit goes to Syrinscape. Make sure you check them out at Syrinscape.com.